What is going on, everybody? And this video is going to be about why I am no longer going to be supporting Bioware. This is a real shame because Bioware has made some really good games. I love the Mass Effect series, and although I'm not the biggest fan of Dragon Age 2 and Dragon Age Inquisition, I love Dragon Age Origins. It's still a really good series as well. I've enjoyed most of the Bioware games that I've played. And I was really looking forward to buying Mass Effect Andromeda day one, but now I will no longer be buying that game or supporting the company in any way. And why is that? Well, because I discovered that one of the gameplay designers of Mass Effect Andromeda is one of the most disgusting people I have ever seen online. And I'm not even exaggerating. So who am I talking about here? I'm talking about a guy named Manveer Air. And I'm not even sure if I pronounced his name correctly. To be quite honest, I don't really give a damn because of who he is. But that's who I'm referring to. And this guy is just... He's just a disgusting individual, and we will get into that later in the video. But I first discovered this guy because he made a big stink about that the new Deus Ex game has... I don't know if it's actually in the game because I haven't played the game, but there was an image circulating from the Deus Ex team of a bunch of Augs, which are the augmentated people in the game, holding up a sign as a group, and the sign said, Augs Lives Matter, which is a take off of Black Lives Matter. And Mr. Manveer had a huge problem with it. I really don't know why, because him and his fellow SJWs have been fighting for so long, to his admittance, because he's actually publicly admitted this, that they fight to try to put real world issues into our video games. So, I really don't know why he would have a problem with this. I'm assuming, I guess he thinks they're making fun of it, but they really aren't. It's literally just an exact comparison of what's going on in real life with the Black Lives Matter group. It's a group of individuals that feel like they're being mistreated by society, and that's it. Now, I'm not going to get into the whole Black Lives Matter situation. That's a whole different topic. So, I really don't see how that's making fun of it. It's literally just injecting something that's going on in the real world into a video game, which is something I figured him as an SJW would love, but apparently he doesn't, and he just made a big stink about it, and he went back and forth with a ton of people, and of course people gave him differing opinions, and you know, as an SJW, he hates differing opinions, and then pretty much said as such by pretty much making fun of everyone who gave him a differing opinion. You know, but this doesn't end there. If he was just your normal SJW who just spouted off a bunch of nonsense, normally I would look at something like this and then I would make fun of it, I would probably discuss it, and then I would move on from it. But then I started to read more into this guy. And the more I read into this guy, the more I loathed him. This guy, Mr. Manveer Air, is a huge racist. He hates white people. He hates the existence of white people. And I was reading tweet after tweet after tweet of just racist rhetoric by this individual. And the more I read, the more I got disgusted. And I hate racism. I despise racism because, believe it or not, as a white man, I've actually experienced some racism growing up. Believe it or not. So I hate the existence of racism. And it's funny how people like Manveer and his fellow SJWs, they claim that they're not the racist ones. They claim that they're the progressive people. But they are some of the most racist people I've seen. So, and you know, the most disgusting thing about all this is that it seems like Bioware approves of this guy. They approve of this guy's rhetoric. Why? Because this guy proudly states on his Twitter profile that he works for Bioware. He links his personal Twitter with his professional life. Usually most workplaces, they usually vet these kind of things. They actually look at your social media accounts. So I'm going to assume that Bioware looked at this guy's social media account and they were A-okay with what this guy is saying. And that troubles me. And you know, I wonder. I wonder, what do his fellow white coworkers at Bioware think about this? I wonder what they think about the fact that he hates their existence because of their skin color. You know, it makes you wonder. It makes you wonder. And after my commentary here, I'm just going to give you picture after picture of this guy's tweets to give you the clear-cut picture of how much racist this guy is. So I'm just going to end the video on this note. If Bioware approves of what this guy says, then I refuse to give them my money, because I don't support bigotry, I don't support racism, and if me buying Bioware products will put money into this guy's pocket, I refuse to do so. And you know what? I think a lot of other people should do the same thing. So that's about it. Please let me know what you think about this whole situation. And as promised, I'm now going to list a bunch of tweets that this guy said to give you that clear picture of how much a racist this guy is. So, alright. Till next time, have a good one.